We know the risk for severe weather actually increased today. So what kind of threats are you most focused on?
Well, Shay, all modes of severe weather are on the table, but specifically very strong wind that could be damaging. Over 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are going to be possible with any thunderstorm that develops. But not only going to be concerned about very strong wind, heavy rain could lead to some isolated flooding, but also large hail up to about 2 inches in diameter, which is the size of an egg. That can create a lot of damage. And also, as Shay mentioned, a few tornadoes absolutely cannot be ruled out with this storm system. It is not something to be taking lightly as we go into the overnight hours. As for right now, though, we are just dealing with wind and lots of cloud cover in the sky, but everything's going to be changing as we go into about 9 o'clock forward, at least for southern Indiana. That's when we start to get just a couple of isolated cells popping up just ahead of that main line that's coming in. That could also be a hail producer, though, so still going to be staying weather aware, and we'll be watching very closely. Activity mainly stays in Indiana until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, but here comes the main event. After 3 o'clock, we'll start to see it push into our westernmost counties. So talking to you folks around Tell City, and then it's in the city shortly thereafter, and you can see that it is going to maintain that line from Newcastle down to Hardinsburg, continue to work its way toward the southeast as the overnight hours continue, and even very early tomorrow morning. It'll be in your neck of the woods from Munfordville over to Campbellsville until about 7 o'clock. Then once that system passes on by, we'll just have some stragglers left behind it, and I don't anticipate seeing severe weather after that line passes on through. I really think it's going to be sucking the energy, so to speak, out of our atmosphere. So main timing here, Shay, 3 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock in the morning for your Wednesday. Again, just something that we're going to be paying very close attention to and not to take lightly.
It's such a good warning, Christina, and we actually want to emphasize here, this threat we're talking about tonight can be made even more dangerous because of the timing. Can you get into that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I know most people I know are asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that makes it incredibly difficult to receive any warnings. God forbid you don't wake up when a tornado warning is issued. The best thing that you can do right now is go out and buy yourself a weather radio. If you already have one, then make sure that you put fresh batteries in it. That, as well as go ahead and charge your phone right now. If you do lose power, which honestly, Shay, I am expecting that many folks are probably going to be losing power, go ahead and charge that phone now, because you won't be able to, and therefore you won't get those warnings or wake up to those warnings whenever they're issued.
It's a good time right now to take this advice from Christina and from our entire team. We do want to let you know, we just looked online and there's some area Walmarts that have those weather radios in stock, so you can go and pick them up today. They're also in stock at Menards and different Meijer stores in our area, so you certainly have some options. Christina, thank you so much for the warning.
Of course, Shay.
We also want to let you know, LG&E told us this afternoon they have crews on standby this evening and overnight. You just heard Christina say power outages are a real possibility. Well, the electric company told us they're expecting one of their harder hit areas to be right here in the Louisville area. So they're going to be having more Kentucky utility crews stationed close to the metro. If power does go out, this will allow them to quickly start working on getting it restored. And we want you to know we are on your side during all severe weather events. Tonight, we will have multiple meteorologists here overnight, keeping a close eye on the weather at every hour. If a tornado warning is issued, we are interrupting programming. We will be on the air right away. You also want to make sure you have the WHAS 11 app on your phone. That's the easiest way to get a weather alerts right there in your hand. If you lose power, you can watch and stream our newscast. You can watch Ben Pine, Sam Gabrielli. They're going to be here all night, keeping you updated on exactly what's happening. The app is free. You can find it wherever you get your apps.